Hello everyone. The first stock that I'm going to talk about for tomorrow is Titan, which is a consumer goods company selling watches, eyewear, and jewelry. And this is a positional trading recommendation, which means you'll have to hold it for a few days. So tomorrow's pivot point is roughly 1047, so it opens above that and breaks out about 1050. I would suggest that you exit it at 1096, which as you can see here is a 200 EMA. Now, why am I saying 1050? Because as you can see, this is the intersection of the primary resistance line which connects the swing highs with the most recent candle. So I'm fairly confident that if it breaks out over this primary resistance line, it can go up till the 200 EMA. A word of warning, of course, is that if it opens below 1020 and goes below 985, you should avoid the stock for positional trading. Now, why am I saying 1020? Because as you can see here, 1020 is roughly equal to the base of this supply zone, and 985 is the 21 EMA. So any break below this should see it go to the lower levels and turn bearish. And in those circumstances, it would make sense to avoid this stock for positional trading. The next stock that I'm going to talk about is Escorts, which is a chain of hospitals and healthcare institutions, very famous one in India. And the pivot for tomorrow is 1180, and my recommendation is that if it opens above its pivot and breaks above 1200, I would recommend that you exit it at 1225. Now, why am I saying 1200? Because as you can see here, this is roughly equal to the closing price for today, which will form a minor kind of a resistance for tomorrow. So 1225, as you can see here, is the point of intersection of a potential or a future candle which opens higher with the resistance line connecting the swing highs. And this is an intraday recommendation, so a 2% return in one day. I'm fairly confident that it can happen if these conditions are met. Now, warning for you is that if it opens below 1138 and goes below 1120, I would recommend you to avoid this stock for intraday trading. Now again, why am I saying 1138? Because as you can see here, this is the 5-period EMA. And 1120, as you can see, is close to the 10-period EMA. And more importantly, it's actually equal to the base of the supply zone. So any move below this should see it go to the lower levels. It can even go up till 1085, which as you can see is the 21 EMA. And a move beyond this, below this, can potentially turn it quite bearish. So the third and final recommendation that I suggest for tomorrow is a positional trading stock, which once again, like Titan company, I would expect you to hold it for a few days and not exit it very soon. So as you can see here, the pivot point for tomorrow is roughly around 475. If it opens above that and breaks above 478, which as you can see is the peak of the supply zone, I would recommend you to exit at 523. Now again, why am I saying 523? Because as you can see here, this is the 50% Fibonacci retracement from the high which was formed roughly around February of 760 to the low which was formed in March, third week of March of 286. So as you can see, between these 2 points, there is almost a 60% reduction in value. So the 50% Fibonacci retracement of this move is roughly 523, which will act as a very important resistance point. So I'm fairly confident that if there is any breakout over the peak of the supply zone, it can go up to 523. So this is a return of approximately 7%. And I expect this to happen within a week or so. It is a pretty decent return for holding it for a week. The other thing which you should take care of, and what I'll warn you about, is that if it opens below 450 and goes below 433, I would recommend you not to enter this stock. Now, why am I saying 450? Because as you can see here, this is roughly equal to the base of this supply zone. And 433, as you can see here, is a 21-period EMA. So break below this will see it go bearish and it can go towards the lower levels. So in those circumstances, I'll recommend you to avoid this stock. So that's it for the recommendations for tomorrow, guys. Hope you have a wonderful trading session. All the best. Please like, share and subscribe to my videos. It'll mean a lot. Thank you so much for watching this video.